Amy Klobuchar's remarks, "I'm punching beyond my weight,"
That was
is a
a
really
great
good
line.
line for her. And also, to me, one of the biggest pieces of news that we now have in this race, she's going on to New Hampshire. It was not a fait accompli that she was actually going to be able to continue her campaign beyond Iowa. There is really no rationale to say, no, don't go to New Hampshire
Exactly.
after she ended up getting viability in many precincts.
I was going to say, New Hampshire is like licking their chops right now because Iowa is a wash. New Hampshire's going to be the first. They are going to be
I was
the
a watch.
first.
We don't know if it is, but you're right.
But-
I mean, if
but
you-
in
Well, if
timing,
that's true,
in
you know who
timing,
wins
in
that
timing.
is Bernie Sanders.
It's
We
he
just say
22
that.
points
He's got
in
a huge
2016
lead in New
Yeah.
Hampshire. It's right next door.
Yeah.
He blew Hillary Clinton out of the water in
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
wide open opportunity.
And I mean-
for him.
and
there's no sign that he did poorly here in
Yeah,
Iowa
and
either.
I
we're going to
only-
hear from Elizabeth. We're going to hear from Elizabeth Warren. We're expecting her next. All right. Here's a new statement from the Iowa Democratic Party Communications Director Mandy McClure is on the record. Let me read you this statement before we go to Elizabeth Warren's headquarters. We found inconsistencies in the reporting of 3 sets of results. In addition to the text systems being used to tabulate results, we are also using photos of results and a paper trail to validate that all results match and ensure that we have confidence and accuracy in the numbers we report. This is simply a reporting issue. The app did not go down, and this is not a hack or an intrusion. The underlying data and paper trail is sound and will simply take time to further report the results. This is their remain calm, all is well.
All is well.
Well, I
release.
do think that this line about not having this is not a hack or an intrusion is an
important
important
moment. It's
thing
very,
to
very
underscore
important.
because there's been so many questions in the wake of everything that has gone on, election meddling in 2016. It's good to know, it's reassuring that they are willing to say this up front and publicly.
By the way, the inconsistencies, Cal Perry. I mean, we were able to
saw that.
chronicle an
Yeah.
inconsistency
Yeah.
on our airwaves, Mark Murray.
Well, and this is all
Second
a
line,
root
yeah.
of, they wanted to make this process more transparent.
They've done it.
Sometimes actually just having one set of numbers and that's it makes it a whole lot more seamless in a lot of ways. I do think that when we look back on this and them trying to open this up, having 3 data is the problem.
All right. Well, we thought Warren, and it was going to be a race.
And
Looks
Biden,
like
Biden
Joe
won.
Biden
won.
Won this race, yeah.
It's the first time we've said the phrase Joe Biden won
Yeah,
tonight
I know,
something.
right?
I think he was hoping we would
to
say
be,
that sooner.
To be specific, he won the. Yeah.
He looks good. He looks good.
He looks good there, yeah.
Let me guess.
There are times where he looks great.
Big win for us in Iowa
He
tonight.
sounds good. It's like the 3rd time he's done this.
All the networks went to Biden. And Warren just walked out.
She was late. Don't give us a 2-minute. Well, I assume we'll rack Warren. Can we rack Warren? Okay. We'll rack Warren and play it. So at this point, if you're Pete,
You gotta hope that you win.
I know, here we go. They're all coming now.
But Pete wants to wait, probably, right?
At this point, if you're Pete, you might win this thing.
Yeah.
Right. I think you gotta hold out.
Yeah.
This is really important for Biden tonight that we didn't get to carve him up, This is
It's
a big deal.
so true.
That he just sort of gets to be in this muddle.
Just like the Des Moines Register poll.
He could have easily, and he could still end up 3rd tonight. And now it doesn't matter.
Nope. Well, 3rd is better than 4th, that's for sure. But you're right, it doesn't matter. It's like I said, it's a wash. It's a wash.
You said it. You
Good
said it
headline.
first. You're like, this is great for New Hampshire. Iowa doesn't matter. You're like,
If
yeah.
you're in New
You're right.
Hampshire, you're like, okay, we're the first.
Well, and the thing is, this is all going to get crushed again under the Trump news. I mean,
Right.
The State of the Union, the Trump acquittal vote.
Yeah.
He'll make a
And we're all going to be
he's
in New
gonna make
Hampshire.
he's going to make a joke about this.
Yeah. He's gonna like
Probably at
Biden.
the State of the Union.
I mean,
Sleepy Biden.
I was
Couldn't make it out of Iowa. Whatever.
Jill looks.
Oh dear.
She doesn't look great.
She looks, does not look happy.
'Cause he's probably going to finish 3rd tonight.
He might finish
And he
4th.
might still finish 4th, but he's catching a break. He's catching a break here. because you're right. There's a shot he finishes fourth.
Yeah.
The way
Yeah.
he's so uneven across the board.
No, this was, I mean,
Yeah, he caught it. This is
But what killed him, Amy,
He can't get the black boat.
but like I said, he had the best looking entrance pole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was the best, like, oh wow, you're
Raw
across
numbers
the
on the verge
yeah,
of like
the raw
declaring him
numbers.
to win. I mean, the thing is that like by holding this, I get why they're doing it. They don't want to screw it up, but they've really screwed him over. It's like they've still given out like a reason for people to be angry about how this went down.
Especially
know?
Well-
Bernie's people for sure.
Well, except it's Bernie's people that insisted on this ridiculous reporting process.
It's
so
so
they
true.
can't.
They-
They're not going
they
to be able.
strangled
That's right.
the
That's why
DNC.
they're not. They're actually
They-
being
you're
careful.
right.
They can't. We should make that point
You're so right.
good
because they can't. They're the ones that
That's why
created
the
this
delegate
mess.
process has changed with the super delegates. That's why we have this process.
they have not criticized Troy Price because he was their guy. I mean,
Their guy.
yeah.
They took over this party.
They did.
They created
took
this
over the party. You're
mess.
right. You're right.
So
Yeah, that's a good point.
They were in those meetings and they were pushing their weight around.
John, have you been noticing? It really bugs me that every color for every candidate is different depending on where they are in the order of those things. It's stupid. Have you noticed this? So the color associated with the candidate changes depending on whether they're first on that in that demographic group or second. It's like sometimes Biden's in the bright blue, sometimes Buttigieg is in the bright blue, sometimes Sanders is in the bright blue, because it's like if they're first, they just give them the bright blue. It's just, I just find, and that's the part of this that I find confusing. Do you know what I'm talking about? That was Joe Biden there speaking to his supporters right after the Iowa Democratic Party said that the results from tonight's caucuses have been delayed because they found inconsistencies in their results. As Biden was speaking, Elizabeth Warren was addressing her supporters. We did not want you to miss that. We have re-racked that. Here is Elizabeth Warren from the beginning of her remarks just given a few moments ago. That's a cute.
Oh, goodness. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Remember the John Edwards, you know, is the son of a mill worker.
Meal worker.
Son of a meal worker. Daughter of a janitor. Son of a... Phil Graham was always, I failed the first, the third, and the seventh grade, and I went on to be a PhD in economics.
Texas A&M.
I just realized these senators got to go back to D.C.
Yes, they have to go
They
back.
can't even go to New Hampshire.
Oh, well, you know, they all planned on it last. I'm sure they all want to do the morning rally. You want to be on morning Boston television. You want to get
Local.
the MUR stuff. They're
That's
ready
so
to
true.
go. So actually, I think my guess is they all will still try to do that. At this point, once you've done it,
That's right, because it's not until later in the evening.
yeah,
That's
you might
right.
as well get out, and then
Yeah.
you can fly down and do your. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just-
right. And it's easy
the
to
East
fly out.
Coast.
It's easy to fly out of. It's a lot easier than here.
So what's MS been doing to? How's MS been treating all this?
I mean, the same as us, basically. I don't know what they've done here. Can I ask?
Just saw a tweet. If these reporting problems that happened in 2004, the world would have never heard Howard Dean scream, or it would have been too late.
Oh
Oh
wow!
my God, that's so true. Oh, it would have never have happened.
Hilarious.
My first house had a one bathroom too, though. First house I owned had one bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, can I say that now? I mean, it's like a house in Arlington, but it only technically had one bathroom. You know, we ended up putting two bathrooms in. Just saying, like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes like it comes across a lot of people do that. Like, and it's like,
Right. It's
you
like
know,
you're trying to
look
be
trendy.
like
you know, it's almost
a common
overly,
person.
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Be careful. You know what I mean? It's like,
He's
and then like
being
I didn't
blamed
feel
for
as
the
if I was.
app.
I know.
Like,
People that live in
Yeah.
and they don't feel like that's
oh,
like,
why
oh,
would
what's
that
wrong
be
with that?
the
Or,
idea?
We'll put
or sometimes
Robbie
it's
Mook
a
in charge of
bathroom,
security.
an extra toilet, right? A 1.5.
Although apparently
like,
for the statement,
you know,
yeah.
yes,
You're right
a whole bunch of people had to
because
share
the app is
showers. That's not the
fine.
end of the world, and
Twitter
lots of
This
can be
is
so
just
bad.
upper middle class
so
people
bad. 'Cause I'm
might
like,
only
why
have
is he
one
tweeting?
full. You know, it's like,
Mayor Pete's going to talk to
oh my God. Look at this. You see, well, they're all figuring this
Twitter,
out now.
Twitter needs to go away. It's just terrible.
Boy,
Hey boy.
oh boy. What are their names? Can
I
you
don't
read?
know. Yeah, let's see here. Who is in charge of the convention committee?
I don't know.
What men are being put in charge of anything anymore? I'm sorry, like I sit there like I said this to about I was like, if you're an idiot, I expect to be. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I mean, like, I would say epic fail. So it's time to turn the page.
So
Adam Alonzo.
Dasha,
I don't know him.
Dasha Burns says that she just talked to another precinct chair who says that he's just going to wait till tomorrow morning. He can't get through the party, so he's just going to wait to call in until tomorrow.
Oh, he's not even going to call in his results.
He said, just talked to another precinct chair who says he's going to just wait until tomorrow morning. He can't get through to them. Precinct 45.
Precinct 45.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're all
Listen to
precinct
this.
45.
Precinct 45 is like told Dasha Burns, I'm going to call in the morning. I'm not even going to bother with the results tonight. We're not going to get results tonight.
Because he can't get through.
They can't get through.
Dave Price tweeted that they had someone live on WHO from Lucas County who said that the pin on the app didn't work, and so
Oh.
they have to call.
Maybe
in.
it is Robbie.
And they're all
Mook.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be,
It's a disaster. It's almost like the DMR poll not coming out was kind of a foreshadowing.
quite say what it is.
Well, and they can't blame the turnout that was huge because it wasn't this is
Bullying.
2016. Yes.
Well, you had
Yes. Hey, Melissa. Okay.
I don't know.
so we're
They
done.
don't really come right out and say anything.
No, and they just like,
Okay.
You want me to leave?
Yeah.
what a mess.
Okay.
That is a mess. I mean, so this is all like,
Gardella? I haven't seen a single email.
No, I've heard this was a mess. He's really, you know, he has no name ID.
Okay. Oh my
and,
gosh.
And
All
Melissa,
right.
and Melissa, should I go? Can I
was that?
go or should I stay?
Are you in charge?
Once you guys turn into pumpkins, I'm going to. I'm
You're
gonna land this plane.
you're landing the plane.
That's awesome.
That's
like,
great.
I'm like the guy in Airplane. You know, like.
I love it. Where's
Okay,
Carrie?
no problem. No
Striker,
problem. Just wanted to
Striker.
know.
Man.
Thanks, Melissa.
Dude, we're no longer the kids in this place anyway. Like, if they don't put us in charge, who the hell else are they gonna put in charge at this point? You know, so we've been here long enough.
Yeah, oh
We've
yeah.
done this
No,
how many
already,
times?
already, yeah.
You've had a cycle longer than me here at NBC, so. I think we've done a good
Cute
job
failures.
telling people the story of the night
For no story.
for no story. You know, I feel like we made it interesting.
They should keep it on for New Hampshire.
wow. So Biden's campaign wants full explanation and relevant information regarding methods of quality control and an opportunity to respond to that before any results are released.
Oh, here we go.
The Biden
Now
campaign
they're,
is.
I mean, basically, Iowa's been
It's
canceled.
It's canceled.
Yeah, which is
New
fine
Hampshire's
for Biden.
the first.
Yeah.
Biden
Oh,
just
yeah.
continued
Yeah.
to
It was
cancel it.
Biden's
Terrible
been
for Pete.
canceled,
New
and
Hampshire
Pete
is
just
the
wasted
first.
$100 million.
Yep.
What did he raise?
No.
No, 60 here. What did he spend here?
Worked his tail off.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is a
he
huge
literally
disaster.
camped out here. New Hampshire's the first.
Here's the Biden letter to the IDP.
Yeah.
They want to see the.
They're contesting the.
Yeah.
Here you go,
Yeah.
Mr. Anchorman.
They just are looking for any excuse
Oh, yeah.
not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They
smart.
just
Biden
wanna
campaign,
take it back.
they
But
want to
you
write
know
off the
what?
results.
Bernie's going to win in this because he's going to win New Hampshire,
Bernie's taking the stage. We're going to take Bernie.
right?
I assume. Are we just going? We're just going from here to Bernie next, and then I
Poor
think.
Pete.
Yeah.
Does he even get a speech?
Yeah, man.
He's speaking.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna do tape of Sanders. We'll talk for about a minute in between.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, so two of the embeds are hearing from multiple county chairs across the state. They've been on hold 30 to 45 minutes on average and still haven't gotten through.
Yeah,
and this
they're
is
waiting.
normally how they did. They're
Right.
right.
Just like-
This is typically how they did it in the past. Well, I mean, we had that guy. One of the very early live shots. They were done at that little
he was sitting-
precinct, and
yeah.
he was there on hold.
I know.
Like that
I
was
mean,
it. Like
the good news is we sort of saw this play out. We sort of saw the
Yeah.
confusion. We saw the mess up of like delegate things, which then
Right.
causes like they're trying to search for $2. Well, you don't know. Everybody disappeared.
I wonder if they didn't have as many people like answering the phones. Or
because
the
they thought
app.
the app.
because they were relying on the app or like something.
This is just what a disaster. You got it. Tell me when. All right, that was Elizabeth Warren there addressing her supporters on a night where the big story is the delay in the results, the inconsistencies in the data, according to the Iowa Democratic Party. As Warren was speaking, we had Senator Bernie Sanders taking the stage, and before we take you there for his complete speech, we are learning of precinct captains who are basically saying, I'm going to wait till the morning.
Our embeds
We are not getting results tonight.
reporting this, saying people have been on hold 30, 45 minutes, still can't get through. That one report from Dasha out in the field
Yep.
saying they've given up. We'll call them in the morning. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
We are not getting results tonight, and there's probably nobody harmed
Oh,
more.
and the Biden campaign
Yes.
asking them to hold the results until they have a chance to respond to whatever inconsistencies have been reported.
There's no doubt, and again, I'm going to go to Sanders here in a minute, Mark Murray, the Biden campaign couldn't have asked for a better outcome. No result.
Yeah.
Couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And you know who couldn't have asked for worse is Pete
Pete
Buttigieg,
Buttigieg.
who
Buttigieg,
might,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
No doubt. Let's take you to see how Bernie Sanders addressed the situation and his crowd, which took place. As we said, they've all been following. Amy Klobuchar started this. Here he is.
Is his speech
That's
longer
a
than
lot of
11
people.
minutes?
Did you
Okay, are we out?
the family that way?
Is his
No,
speech
never did.
longer than 11 minutes?
Almost never did. There were
Chuck. Is that Levy?
Well, is he? I mean, you guys know this.
Jane's, and they did. She's got two daughters.
What happened?
That's
Right, but
her
when did he
daughter's
start?
husband.
Right, I understand that. Well, what time did he start?
Oh, it's true. That's true. He never brings out the kids. It's just
Okay.
Jane. He usually
her
James.
daughters would come out on the trail, but they almost never. I
I
don't
only-
remember.
Never
this.
seen him act like a family.
Yeah, I just remember
You
Jane.
called her a
He's acting like he wants, instead of with
Well,
the
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, but he didn't do this in 2016.
He also had a heart attack at 78, so that
Say that
could
again?
change. That
Yeah,
could change so much
5
of your
minutes
thoughts
behind,
and
or
feelings.
in 5
I
minutes
mean, I
this will be
actually
done.
think they worked pretty hard to correct some of the mistakes that they made in 2016. The smaller events in Iowa instead of just the rallies, like making the family, even the slogan, the like "Not Me Us" thing, hits it on the head better than like they had this like bogus semi-Obama a future we can believe in or something we can believe in that was just like not. I mean, to their credit, they have done.
It's better staging.
We're gone.
All right.
Well-
Thanks, guys.
I mean, we didn't do results, but that was fun.
But we had a time.
We had a story. What's that?
Okay, Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy night.
The White House is excluding CNN from the lunch. Did you see it?
Didn't they? Who did they do? Didn't they do somebody last year?
Hey, that was fun. It was. Next time,
like this
you
kind
guys,
of-
like,
Sure.
you should have beers, honestly.
Well, if I knew we were going to be this long, I'd have had a lot of alcohol
Especially without any results.
I mean, I support that in New Hampshire.
Give me this.
You guys had great chemistry. It was fun.
I'm sorry that I over-explained Rob a little. I didn't feel like any of the.
I hope you see it, that I sort of... I do think we've been on TV enough together that
Yeah, no, it was good.
that we can figure out how not to talk over each other too much, which I think we did well with. I only talked over you.
Chuck, is this your laptop charger?
So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna play musical chairs.
Okay.
Just make it a little bit difficult at the very end of the night when we're all tired.
I'll try to land this plane.
You got it, man.
You'll move into
Yeah.
Shelby and Green, you'll move
Oh, so I'm
into
still
Casey's.
staying?
Yeah,
Okay.
but just for like 10 more minutes.
Okay.
We're almost done.
Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't know if you guys still needed me, if
We're
he was
so
just
close.
closing
No,
out.
we're trying, but.
No, I just thought he would just be. I'm totally fine.